The world does not punish stupidity immediately. That is why so many people stay naive for years. They trust too fast. They explain too much. They forgive people who study their weaknesses. They confuse kindness with safety. They mistake attention for loyalty. They believe every smile means goodwill. Then life teaches them. A friend betrays them. A partner uses their vulnerability against them. A coworker steals credit for their work. A boss rewards politics over talent. A person they trusted turns private information into public ammunition. And suddenly, they understand something painful. Being good is not enough. Being honest is not enough. Being talented is not enough. Being loyal is not enough. If you do not understand human nature, you will be controlled by people who do. This is not a video about becoming cruel. This is not about manipulating innocent people. This is about becoming dangerously smart. Dangerously smart means you can see what others hide. You can hear what they do not say. You can stay calm when they try to provoke you. You can protect your energy, your plans, your reputation, and your future. Because the world is full of people who do not attack your strength. They attack your innocence. And today, you are going to learn 8 ruthless lessons that will make you harder to fool, harder to break, and impossible to control. Stay until the end, because lesson number 8 is the one that separates people who look powerful from people who actually become powerful. Most people are trained to be emotionally exposed. They are told, be open, be nice, be available, be honest with everyone. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Tell people how you feel. Explain your intentions. Prove you are a good person. And in the right environment, those things can be beautiful. But in the wrong environment, they become weapons used against you. Your honesty becomes a map. Your kindness becomes a leash. Your emotions become buttons. Your fear of being disliked becomes a chain. Your need to explain becomes a courtroom where other people appoint themselves as judge. This is where ruthless intelligence begins. Not with cruelty, with clarity. You stop asking, why are people so unfair? And you start asking, what are they gaining from acting this way? You stop saying, I can't believe they did that. And you start saying, what did I ignore before they did it? You stop reacting to people's words. And you start studying their incentives, patterns, timing, and behavior. That shift is the beginning of dangerous intelligence. Because once you learn to read the game loses power over you. Before we go deeper, I want you to make a decision. Do you want to keep reacting emotionally to people who already know how to trigger you? Or do you want to become calm, strategic, and difficult to manipulate? If you choose strategy over reaction, write this in the comments. I move with strategy now. Not because a comment changes your life, but because identity begins with a decision. And if this kind of content speaks to you, subscribe to the channel. Here, we explore psychology, power, philosophy, human behavior, emotional control, and the hidden rules most people only learn after being hurt. Welcome back to the channel. This is where psychology meets strategy, where ancient wisdom meets modern survival, and where we learn how to become powerful without becoming corrupt. Lesson 1. Never reveal your hunger. The first ruthless lesson is this. Never reveal your hunger too early. Your hunger is what you want badly. Approval. Love. A job. A relationship. A promotion. A chance. A response. A position. A seat at the table. The moment people know you are desperate for something, they know where to apply pressure. If they know you need their approval, they will make you chase it. If they know you fear losing them, they will threaten distance. If they know you desperately want the opportunity, they will lower the terms. If they know you cannot walk away, they will make you accept less than you deserve. This is why desperate energy is dangerous. It tells the world, I can be negotiated down. Dangerously smart people still want things. They still have ambition. They still desire love. They still want success. They still care. But they do not let their desire announce their weakness. They stay composed. They act interested, not starving. They negotiate from options, not fear. They know that the person who can walk away always has more power than the person who needs to be chosen. This applies everywhere. In dating, do not let loneliness make you available to people who only want access. In business, do not let ambition make you accept disrespect disguised as opportunity. In friendship, do not let your desire to belong make you tolerate subtle humiliation. In social situations, do not let the need to be liked turn you into someone who laughs at jokes that disrespect you. Your hunger must be disciplined, because when your hunger is uncontrolled, people do not see your passion. They see your price, the desire mask. For the next 7 days, practice what I call the desire mask. When you want something badly, slow down your response. Do not answer immediately.
Do not over-explain. Do not over-smile. Do not over-text. Do not act like the opportunity is the only door left in the universe. Instead, say, "Let me think about it. I'll get back to you." That could work, depending on the details. This does not make you cold. It makes you stable. And stable people are harder to exploit. Lesson 2. People reveal themselves when you stop performing. The second ruthless lesson is this. Stop performing, and people will show you who they are. Most people are so busy trying to be liked that they never observe.
They fill silences. They explain themselves. They entertain. They rescue every awkward moment. They make themselves emotionally convenient. And because they are performing, they miss the truth. They miss the subtle disrespect, the delayed response that was intentional, the joke that was actually a test, the compliment with poison inside it, the friend who only appears when you are useful, the person who becomes cold the moment you set a boundary. If you want to understand someone, stop trying to impress them. Get quiet. Let them talk. Let them choose. Let them respond to your boundary. Let them react to your success. Let them sit with your silence. People reveal themselves when they no longer receive the version of you that works hard to keep them comfortable. A person's reaction to your calmness tells you a lot. A person's reaction to your boundary tells you more. A person's reaction to your growth tells you everything. Some people love you only when you are smaller than them. Some people respect you only when you are useful to them. Some people support you only when your success does not challenge their identity. And the only way to see this clearly is to stop performing for their approval. The silence test. Try this. The next time someone says something slightly disrespectful, do not laugh it off immediately. Do not defend yourself. Do not attack. Just pause. Look at them calmly. Let the silence sit for a few seconds. Then say, "What did you mean by that?" That one question is powerful because it forces people to hear themselves. A respectful person will clarify. A guilty person will get defensive. A manipulative person will try to make you feel too sensitive. And now you know who you are dealing with. Lesson 3. Study incentives, not words. The third ruthless lesson is this. Never trust words more than incentives. People will tell you what sounds good. They will say they care. They will say they support you. They will say they want the best for you. They will say they are different. But incentives reveal what they are actually motivated to do. If someone benefits from your confusion, they may not help you find clarity. If someone benefits from your insecurity, they may not want you confident. If someone benefits from your silence, they may not encourage you to speak. If someone benefits from your loyalty, they may not give you honesty in return. This is one of the most dangerous truths of human behavior. People often protect the system that feeds them. Not because they are evil, because they are human. A coworker who gains status when you stay invisible may not celebrate your promotion. A partner who benefits from your low self-worth may not support your healing. A friend who enjoys being superior may not like your confidence. A company that profits from your exhaustion may call it commitment. Words can be polished. Incentives are harder to fake.
So before you trust what someone says, ask, what do they gain if I believe them? What do they lose if I grow? What changes for them if I stop playing my old role? This does not make you paranoid. It makes you awake. The incentive map. When a situation feels confusing, write down 3 things. What does this person say they want? What do their actions suggest they want? What do they gain if I stay exactly where I am? That third question will open your eyes. Because sometimes the person giving you advice is not guiding you toward freedom. They are guiding you back into the role that benefits them. Lesson 4. Control your emotional temperature. The fourth ruthless lesson is this. Whoever controls your emotional temperature controls the room. Some people do not need to beat you. They only need to provoke you. They push the right button. You react. You raise your voice. You send the long text. You reveal your wound. You say too much. You look unstable. And then they use your reaction as evidence. They do not show people what they did to trigger you. They show people how you reacted. This is why emotional control is not just self-help. It is self-defense. A dangerously smart person does not give people easy footage. They do not let every insult become a performance. They do not let every accusation drag them into court. They do not respond from the wound. They respond from the strategy. This does not mean suppressing emotion. It means delaying expression until your intelligence returns. Because anger is not always wrong. But anger in the wrong hands becomes a weapon against you. Your nervous system needs training. Your ego wants immediate response. Your future needs restraint. The 24-hour reaction rule. When someone triggers you, wait before responding. If it is not an emergency, give yourself 24 hours. Write the message. Do not send it. Record the voice note. Do not deliver it. Let your body calm down before your reputation speaks for you. After 24 hours, ask, What outcome do I want? Will this response help me get that outcome? Am I trying to solve the problem, or punish the person? This one practice can save relationships, careers, reputations, and self-respect. Lesson 5. Make yourself hard to read, but easy to respect. The fifth ruthless lesson is this: be hard to read, but easy to respect. Some people think mystery means acting strange, cold, or arrogant. That is not power. That is insecurity wearing sunglasses. Real mystery comes from self-control. You are not hard to read because you are pretending. You are hard to read because you do not leak every emotion. You do not announce every plan. You do not expose every insecurity. You do not explain every silence. You do not narrate every move. But you are easy to respect because your behavior is consistent. You are punctual. You keep your word. You do not gossip for attention. You do not beg for inclusion. You do not panic when someone misunderstands you. You do not chase people who are committed to being unavailable. This combination is rare. Most people are either too exposed or too closed. Too exposed, and people use them. Too closed, and people cannot trust them. Dangerously smart people balance both. They are private, not fake. Warm, not desperate. Observant, not paranoid. Confident, not loud. They understand that your presence becomes stronger when your inner life is not open to public inspection. The 3-filter rule before sharing personal information: ask, does this person need to know this? Have they earned this level of access? Could this information be used against me later? If the answer feels unclear, wait. You can always reveal more later. But you cannot unreveal what you already gave away. Lesson 6. Build options before you need them. The 6th ruthless lesson is this: options are freedom. Most people wait until they are trapped before they start looking for exits. They wait until the job becomes unbearable. They wait until the relationship becomes humiliating. They wait until the friendship becomes toxic. They wait until the opportunity disappears. Then they panic. But dangerously smart people build options while everything is still calm. They keep learning. They keep networking. They save money. They build skills. They maintain relationships outside one circle. They do not make one person, one job, one platform, one client, one relationship, or one identity the center of their survival. Because dependency creates fear, and fear makes you easy to control. If your boss knows you have no options, they can underpay you. If your partner knows you are terrified of being alone, they can mistreat you. If your social circle knows you need their approval, they can make you betray yourself for belonging. Options change your posture. You speak differently when you know you can leave. You negotiate differently when you know you can survive. You love differently when you know love is a choice, not a hostage situation. This is not about abandoning people. It is about never abandoning yourself. The option building challenge for the next 30 days. Build one new option. Learn one monetizable skill. Reconnect with one strong contact. Save a small amount of money. Update your resume. Start a private project. Build your health. Strengthen your confidence. Create a life where no single person has the power to destroy you by leaving. That is not fear. That is wisdom. Lesson 7. Learn the difference between attention and respect. The 7th ruthless lesson is this: attention is not respect. This lesson saves people from wasting years. Someone can text you all day and still not value you. Someone can watch your stories and still not respect you. Someone can flirt with you and still not choose you. Someone can praise you in public and undermine you in private. Someone can keep coming back because they enjoy access, not because they honor your presence. Modern life has confused attention with value. A notification feels like importance. A reply feels like connection. A compliment feels like commitment, but attention is cheap. Respect costs behavior. Respect shows up in consistency. Respect protects your name when you are not in the room. Respect does not make you beg for clarity. Respect does not punish you for having boundaries. Respect does not enjoy your vulnerability and ignore your needs. This applies to dating, friendship, work, and social media. Do not ask, are they paying attention to me? Ask, do they respect my time? Do they respect my boundaries? Do they respect my absence? Do they respect my future? Do they respect me when I am not useful? That last question is everything. The access audit: write down the 5 people who currently have the most access to your time, energy, emotions, or attention. Then ask, do they give respect equal to the access they receive? If not, adjust the access. Not with drama, not with a speech. With behavior. Some people do not need an explanation. They need a new boundary. Lesson 8. Stop trying to look powerful. Become useful, calm, and unpredictable. The 8th ruthless lesson is this: the most dangerous person is not the loudest person in the room. It is the person who is useful, calm, and unpredictable. Useful means you create value. You solve problems. You understand systems. You make things easier. You bring clarity where others bring chaos. Calm means you cannot be easily provoked. You do not collapse under pressure. You do not react to every insult. You do not let panic make your decisions. Unpredictable means people cannot fully map your next move. You do not broadcast every plan. You do not move only for applause. You do not let people assume they know what you will tolerate. This combination makes you dangerously smart. Useful people are needed. Calm people are trusted. Unpredictable people are respected because they cannot be easily controlled. Most people try to look powerful. They talk too much. They flex too much. They announce every goal. They perform confidence while secretly needing validation. But true power is quieter. It is the person who says less, notices more, builds quietly, and moves when the timing is right. Machiavelli understood this. Nietzsche understood this. The Stoics understood this. Power is not the absence of emotion. It is the discipline to not be ruled by emotion. Power is not domination. It is self-command. Power is not making people fear you. It is becoming someone people cannot easily manipulate. The quiet power triangle every week. Ask yourself, how did I become more useful? Where did I stay calm when I wanted to react? What did I keep private until the right time? If you can answer those 3 questions every week, your life will change. Slowly at first, then suddenly. Now I want you to choose one lesson. Just one. Do not try to master all 8 at once. For the next 7 days, practice one of them. Never reveal your hunger. Stop performing. Study incentives. Control your emotional temperature. Be hard to read. Easy to respect. Build options. Audit attention versus respect. Become useful, calm, and unpredictable. Write in the comments, I choose lesson _. Your answer matters because the lesson you choose reveals the weakness you are ready to transform. Now here is the uncomfortable truth. If you do not learn these lessons, life will keep teaching them the painful way. If you reveal too much, someone will use your words against you. If you stay desperate, someone will negotiate your self-worth down. If you keep performing, you will never know who loves the real you and who only loves your usefulness. If you trust words over incentives, you will keep being shocked by behavior that was predictable from the beginning. If you cannot control your emotions, people will trigger you, record your reaction, and call it your character. If you have no options, you will call dependency loyalty. If you confuse attention with respect, you will keep mistaking access for love. And if you keep trying to look powerful instead of becoming powerful, people will see through the performance. But imagine the opposite. Imagine walking into every room with quiet control. Imagine hearing disrespect and not collapsing into reaction. Imagine recognizing manipulation before it works. Imagine wanting love but no longer begging for it. Imagine wanting success but no longer selling your soul for access. Imagine being kind without being naive, open without being exposed, strategic without being corrupt, calm without being weak. That is what dangerous intelligence gives you. Not the power to hurt people. The power to stop handing people the knife and calling it trust. If this video gave you clarity, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And comment, I move with strategy now. Also, tell me which lesson hit you the hardest. Was it detachment, emotional control, attention versus respect, building options, or never revealing your hunger? Your answer might help someone else realize they are not alone in what they are learning. The world does not become easier just because you become kinder. People do not automatically treat you better because your intentions are pure. That is why intelligence must evolve. There is innocent intelligence, the kind that believes people are always what they say. Then there is dangerous intelligence, the kind that watches patterns, studies incentives, controls emotion, protects information, builds options, and chooses strategy over reaction. But the highest form is ethical dangerous intelligence. That is when you understand the dark side of human nature without becoming dark yourself. You become strong enough to see manipulation, calm enough to not react, wise enough to stay private, disciplined enough to build options, and powerful enough to choose peace without becoming passive. So remember, do not reveal your hunger too early. Let people show themselves. Study incentives. Control your emotional temperature. Be hard to read but easy to respect. Build options before you need them. Demand respect, not attention, and become useful, calm, and unpredictable. That is how you become dangerously smart. Not because people should fear you, but because they can no longer use your innocence against you. Stay strategic, stay ethical, and stay powerful.